Hello. Let's look at the energy for the week of August the 22nd through the 28th. Last week we had the Raven Spirit of Truth for our archetype card. This week we've got the Mystic Meadow Sanctuary. And I feel like there's a message between those two energies that's saying that there's something that you found out, something that you learned that was unexpected, and it's kind of stirred up emotions that have got your thoughts either they're repeating or they're chaotic, and you're in need of a break, a mental rest. Your emotions are following those mixed up thoughts, and it's time to take sanctuary, take a break, take a rest. It's time to schedule a vacation, or to sit in meditation, or to go out into nature and do a nature walk, something like that, to try and press pause on the mental energy and the thoughts and the emotions that you haven't processed, that you don't know, can't name, don't know what the cause of them is, that sort of thing. So that once you've had that break and that silence, that you can hear from spirit and B, call in some structure and some order, you know, so that you can process and you can get back to your goals, get back to focusing on what's important to you from that new cleared mental space. All right. So for generators, ooh, it's it feels like there was either a confrontation or a inner conflict, something to that effect, that you're having to restore your energy from, basically. I'm getting, I know the card says resolve, but it's like a restoration, like you're needing to rest to restore. So either it's a mental battle that is draining your mental energy, or it's an emotional struggle, or it's a power struggle between yourself and another person, or it has to do with that truth that came to light last week and you're now in, you know, an internal dissonance or struggle because of that. And the answer is to take sanctuary. The answer is to take a break from it, step away from it, get some clear mental space, to meditate, to go for a run, to, you know, book a weekend trip out of town and get off of the subject for a while. Ooh. For manifesting generators, it's this ominous energy over here on this card, right? And it's the same solution. There's probably going to be a shift in your perspective that happens that lets you know when you're ready to go back and reframe things, restructure things, and take another stab at things. But for now, it's definitely heavy on the mental energy. This feels like it has to do with another person for the generators. For the manifesting generators, it feels like it's a mental, internal thing that you may or may not have shared with somebody else, but it was born from a truth that you got last week, or maybe a truth that you're still struggling with seeing if it's the truth, or getting to the bottom of it, or proving it to yourself over the course of this week. And it's time to take a rest from that. Maybe you don't have enough information in order to clarify that truth, and you need to connect to your intuition. You need to get a message from spirit in order to get to a place of calm and peace where you can set it down. Woo. For our manifestors are in the gate of confusion. This usually comes with a lot of mental images. It could be an activation of a clairvoyant gift. It could be something that you saw that you are seeing on loop in your head. It could be that truth that came to light, that new piece of information, that key doesn't make sense to you yet. It's not fitting. And so you're in a mental atmosphere of trying so hard to figure it out. So you're seeking, you're looking for answers, you're asking questions, you're reading things, you're talking to everybody that'll listen in order to try and gain some clarity. And the magic of this energy is that you need that calm. You need that sliver of silence. The clarity that is gained, the aha moment that is gained from this type of energy happens when you're in the shower, and you're not thinking about anything. It happens when you're on a run. It happens after you meditate. It happens in that empty space. As long as you've got all of this clutter in your mental space, it's like you're trying to hear from someone on a walkie-talkie, but you're holding the button down. All of the things that you're doing in order to try and call in the answer and figure it out is all under the umbrella of holding the button down. So in order to let go and open that channel so that the other person's voice can come through, you have to seek sanctuary. You have to get into a place of stillness. For projectors, we got the gate 2, which tells me that projectors, pretty much all the projectors that watch this, as soon as you are able to actually get into a clear space. And what it feels like when you do, it feels like forgetting. So it's like there's this pressing issue. Say, for instance, gosh, what's something I can come up with that's like pretty important? Maybe there's like a decision that you have to make, right? You have a deadline to make this decision and it's weighing on you and it's very, very important. And the level of importance makes you feel like you're irresponsible if you think about anything else before you make this decision, right? While during that, like I was saying with, the other design types, that energy of the pressure of trying to figure it out, all of that energy that you are using to do that is clogging up that channel. And it's a need to let go and release. And what happens is it feels like forgetting. It's going to feel irresponsible. It's going to feel like, oh, how can I sit down and watch a comedy when I have not I haven't gotten to the bottom of this problem, you know? How could I, you know? But it's literally that break. It's that silence, that piece of, I guess, out of placeness. My words are not flowing in the way that I want them to for this, but it's definitely a moment of silence, a place of openness and peace, that answer just, it comes right in. And so it's going to probably sound like your voice, but it's going to be a thought that you are sure did not come from you. And it's going to be a key. It's not a question. It's a key that makes everything make sense. And then for the reflectors, have abundance of spirit. So, I think this is so fascinating how much these cards line up when you put all of the design types side by side for what is going to happen this week. It's like everybody is primed for an aha moment. And you can't get it from anywhere else. It's not in a book. It's not, you can't Google it. You can't ask anyone. The aha moment, the clicking into place moment happens when you let go, when you clear your mind and you get to a place of connection with spirit, your guidance, your higher self, your higher power, your wholeness, your completeness. There's a message there and it's queued up because you've been asking. You've been trying to figure it out. You've been wondering. You've been needing this answer. And I really feel like it had to do with the truth card that we got last week. I don't know why, but I do. Confusion, conflict, inner turmoil. It's very, very heavy with mental energy, but there's also a potential for creative energy. There's a potential for a new idea to come in and a new structure that you can use in order to line everything up that's been chaotic, that makes sense now. I feel like it's gonna feel really amazing. Like when it happens, that clicking into place. I feel like this is gonna be a really good week for a lot of people. I'm really excited. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know if you got your key, if you got your message, if you heard it, if you received it, if you divined it from a card reading or from scrying with a pendulum or tea leaves. If you went to someone who you usually go to for spiritual guidance, or did you hear it in the shower? Did you dream it? Where did it come from? And did you know as soon as it happened? Or was it like a slow realization where you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's important. Those moments are so valuable, so dope. It just helps you to feel how connected to spirit you are and how loved you are, and how important you are, how important our connection is. I just noticed there's 5s here. page is technically like a 2 because it's like 11, right? I'm not sure. We've got a 1, a 2, a 2, a 2, 2 5s, and 8. Another 1. All right. That's all I've got for you guys. I hope it's helpful. I'm really excited for this week. I am excited. I want to see how this is going to play out. I know we have the blue moon on Sunday, so that's pretty exciting. The blue moon in Aquarius. Last month our moon was in Aquarius, so this month our full moon being in Aquarius again qualifies it as a blue moon, which is pretty cool. All right, I will see you guys back here next week, hopefully. Bye now.